Good morning. There's Honesty eating her breakfast. She's having some milk, puffed wheat. That's what Mommy was getting to. She's having milk, puffed wheat, and mango, pureed mango, and then water to drink. And that's her dessert. Kiwi and banana. Yesterday, I didn't end up having that nap, and I was too tired to get the dirty dishes from yesterday in the dishwasher. So I did a little bit in the morning when I was emptying it there, but yeah, I'm going to do the rest of this now. I doubt I'll be able to turn it on because it doesn't look like there's enough dishes, but later on this evening I definitely will. I didn't eat anything for breakfast yet, and it's 10:47. So I'm going to eat this Vector protein bar. I'm pretty hungry. Took care of Honesty's breakfast this morning and didn't even think of getting mine. And then she played for a bit on her own. And now we're watching some Gazoon. And now I'm gonna eat my protein bar. The Vector protein bar was really good. And now I'm trying that Tetley Signature Collection Mint to BT. I'm just steeping it right now, and then I am going to have it probably in about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, it's a mixture of peppermint, spearmint, and apple mint, so we'll see if it's good. Honestly, just had cheese as a snack, and she's playing with the paper from the tea. What a funny girl. Honesty and I watched a few minutes of Gazoon, and then I decided I wanted to try and find like a Disney movie on Netflix. And so I found Aristocats. And I don't know if it's Disney or not, but it's still a little cartoon. She might like it. For lunch, Honesty's having some ground turkey with quinoa macaroni and homemade cheese sauce, and also some salad, which consists of little baby tomatoes and spinach, and she is going to town on that. She's had it for like less than 5 minutes and it's almost gone. Then she's having some banana and blueberries. For my lunch, I'm having some of that quinoa macaroni with ground turkey. And then I'm going to peel some potatoes. I am going to cut these carrots too and cook them up. She's just playing with a book and watching the rest of Aristocats. So now I'm on the way to physio. Can't remember if I updated you guys that, I was thinking of not going back, and then I decided to keep going. And yeah, I'm at that point again. My anxiety's working up way too much, and I've only done the exercises like 4 or 5 times, and that's not 4 or 5 days, that's 4 or 5 times out of the last 3 weeks, so it's useless, it's wasting their money and time, and just not interested in doing it right now because I have too much on my mind, and it'll be less pressure if I just do it myself. I know the exercises I gotta do, and I'll just do those whenever I have pain. Do you want more? Yeah, for supper you're having beef stew with some bread in it and this time in the beef stew, Mommy put some squash. And then for dessert, banana. And she's got some coconut milk. All right, Mommy's gonna get you to take the spoon. Here. Good job, Honesty. Do you want some more? Delicious. Whoops. Oh boy, what are you doing? Next. It's 9:25 and I just finished filling the dishwasher completely, turning it on, and doing some dishes. And now I'm having an ice cream. It's like sea salt mariners, salted caramel mariners ice cream or something like that. It's pretty good. For supper I have Burger King. I had 2 Junior Whoppers and an apple turnover. And then you guys saw what Honesty had for supper. Today was a pretty good day for most of the day, except there was one point where I got really frustrated with Honesty because she wouldn't let me wipe her nose, and she had some crusts in there and I was trying to get them out so that she could breathe easier. She got upset, started squirming, turning totally around, crying. I got upset and then I like pinned her down, and I don't do that normally, but I had to because she just wouldn't stay, and then she cried more, and I felt like the worst mother ever. And I told Matt, I was like, that frustration, it just seems to be getting worse. Like, why would I resort to pinning her when I can just stay calm, talk to her in a fun, loving voice, and then give her a book or something to play with? And that's the thing, she wasn't playing with it. She'd throw it on the floor and then squirm and then cry, and it gets so frustrating sometimes. Anyways, I can't wait to see the psychiatrist. My doctor referred me to one. I just have to wait until they call. Could be a while. But I want to address my issues, especially the anger. And I've been spotting in the last few days. So here's the thing. I wasn't going to tell anybody this. Except for my close friends. They know, my family knew, and I even like blatantly told a couple of friends, online friends that asked me if we were trying or if we were going to have a baby soon, another one. I blatantly flat out said, we're not sure. We were sure. We had been trying for 2 months. I know you're like, wow, 2 months, that's nothing. But we said if we didn't get pregnant in 2 months, we were waiting. And here's the thing. We weren't sure if we were pregnant yet when my family told us that they wanted to get my grandmother to move out. And we were freaking out because as far as we knew, they were staying indefinitely. There was talk that it might have been a year, but nobody was moving or anything. And then my aunt calls me one day and just says, oh, by the way, we're looking for a place for your grandmother. We don't, if Matt's going to treat her that way, we don't want her in a place where somebody doesn't want her there. And I completely understand that. And then they wanted her to like move on November 1st. And I was like, you guys got to give us notice. We have been combining our incomes, like Matt's and my grandmother's, for years. You can't just take that. And anyway, my grandmother agreed that she'd stay another month. And anyways, it's just ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god. My family knew we were trying. We weren't even sure when they sprung this up on us, if I was or not. So I tested because I had been feeling nauseous, feeling weird, just overall malaise and stuff like I was telling you guys. And then, so I tested, it was negative. And then both months. And then just tonight we went out and got another pregnancy test because I've been having like weird weakness in my fingers like I did when I was pregnant. So I was like, this is so odd. So anyway, another negative, and it makes sense. My cousin had her period the whole time, the whole 9 months. Anyways, the reason why I wasn't telling anyone is because I wanted it to be a surprise. I was going to make a video so we could remember this baby, and just like we did with Honesty, I made a surprise video, and then I made the gender reveal. I was going to go all out again. Anyway, so we've decided that it's not meant to be. Kind of a good thing. It's like a bittersweet thing for me. I really wanted to have the baby now so that I could start doing a weight loss journey. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna lose weight and get healthy, and the next thing you know, I'm gonna get pregnant, I'm gonna gain all this weight, have to do it all again. And with 2 kids, it's gonna be a lot harder, I imagine. Like, I don't know for sure because I'm not in that position. I'm getting older, I'm feeling weird and stuff like that, like with regards to nausea and all this stuff. And so I was like, well, let's have a baby so that Honesty has a, you know, a brother or sister. I always wanted one when I was younger. There were times where I felt lonely, so I'd like her to have one. And so I guess, you know, the time wasn't right. It's actually a blessing that we aren't pregnant because, well, if we got pregnant and they're leaving, that really puts us in a tough spot. We pretty much already have to go figure out what we need to do financially anyway, but having 4 of us in the family as opposed to 3, and then losing, you know, that gift of helping us out that my grandmother's been giving us, just that would have been even more stress. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna start trying next year, and then when we start trying next year, we're probably not gonna give up. We really don't want a winter baby because, well, I'm a winter baby, and it sucks when, you know, no one wants to come around because it's like storming outside, and it's your birthday, and you want to spend time with people, and then you can't always have that. Or the fact that I'm pregnant and there could be a snowstorm. That's kind of scary to us because what if we can't get out of the driveway? What if it's too slippery and we need to get there ASAP? There's so many what ifs, you know what I mean? So to us, summer just feels a little safer and fairer for the child, really. You know, and they get to have their birthday before school starts. It's during the summer. They don't have to have it on a weekend necessarily if they don't want to, because in the summer we could have it in an evening, a weekday. Just so many more pros to having a summer birthday or spring birthday even. But summer is definitely more preferable. Anyway, so I am going to finish my ice cream. It's melting. I don't have to get up early tomorrow, so that's a plus because Matt takes care of her in the morning and then I start taking care of her at lunch. It's just after 12 a.m. and I'm sitting here totally procrastinating on uploading the vlog clips, and all I see in my feed is about Paris. As soon as I saw it on the side of my feed on Facebook, I was like, oh my gosh, Paris? And then I saw a Lebanon one underneath that, and then I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I'm thinking about the fact that it's very unfair that we're not allowed to feel safe anywhere in this world. I love my country. I love my freedom. I love my family. I love my friends. I'm grateful for this life. And the fact that it can be pulled right from underneath of me, and all these people being affected in Paris, Lebanon, everywhere in the world because people crave power and they're angry and they're upset or they're doing what they think is right, is just beyond me. I can't fathom it. What I can fathom is a world where we don't have to worry, where people actually respect one another for our opinions, and if we can't, then we just live and let live and move on. That's not a advanced feature of living. That is just something we're all capable of. If you can't get along, just move on. these bombings, these taking lives into our own hands because of what? Because we don't agree with what one person does, or because we don't agree with the government, or we don't agree with what they do. You know, yeah, I agree. These governments shouldn't be corrupt, and we should all keep to ourselves or unite. I mean, if we can't get along, keep to ourselves. If we can get along and find common ground, unite. We have the tools to unite the whole world. We have the internet. We have airplanes. We have boats, ships, whatever. Why are we so connected yet so disconnected? It's sad. Anyway, my thoughts go out to those affected by these tragedies going on in the world, and I want to stay safe, and I want everyone else to stay safe. You know, I have anger issues and I have resentments and stuff, but morality goes a long way, and knowing what is right and what is wrong, and just letting love lead as opposed to that frustration, letting love take over when that frustration gets to be too much. Just like today, I know this is a totally different thing, but when I was frustrated with my daughter, honesty, as soon as I realized I had gone too far with the frustration, my mind kicked in and I was able to lead with love. Honestly, just lead with love. I'm going to close up the vlog for tonight. Good night, everyone.